Mute 3. All right. Okay. So welcome to Strong in 22 Challenge. I'm so happy that you guys all decided to participate. Happy for you and happy for us, because as coaches, we live to help people change their lives. That's what we do. That's why I'm not, I'm not digging ditches. I'm not working on Wall Street. I'm not a doctor. I am a coach and a mentor and a trainer. And my job that I love is to help people that want to be helped. So this isn't our entire membership, as you know. So you are the people that really, really want to be helped. And for that, we are grateful. I didn't say you need it. I didn't say that. And it's funny you mentioned that, because, well, not funny, but people don't always ask for help when they need it. People ask for help when they want it. People don't buy gym memberships when their doctor tells them you need to lose weight. People buy gym memberships when they want it in here. How many people's doctors said you need to lose weight and you don't take action, right? You put it off until something serious happens, then you take action. So it's really just you people are here because you want to be here, not because anyone said you need, except for Steve. Well, you threatened him. That's a different story. There are quite a few couples here. That's awesome. That's, good for your support system. But for everyone else, you have to rely on your families and friends for support. Obviously, the coaches are here for you, and you will each be part of a team. With one coach will be the captain of your team, and that coach will hold you accountable, cheer you on, be available to answer all your questions. And they basically will have your back throughout this whole challenge. And number one, they're here to make sure you do not give up. Right? We've had challenges in the past when after 2-3 weeks, people are like, I just can't do this anymore. And they don't weigh in anymore. And like, let's not let that happen, right? The coaches are here to help you. You made a commitment, right? I don't know if anyone's in it for the prize money, but if you give up, you're not eligible for prize money. So I'm sure most of you are here because deep inside you have something that you want to accomplish. So before we get started, we handed out some sheets for you to fill out. And this is to figure out not only what your goals are, like what are 3 outcomes you would like to achieve during this challenge, but more importantly, why is it important to you? What is driving you to succeed? So I have a sample one that I filled out so you can see exactly what this means.
I know him.
So you know Joey Bag of Donuts? Here he is, Joey Bag of Donuts. No donuts. It's the guy's name, but don't make fun of the people's names, okay? So his goals are to lose 10 pounds of body fat, to fit into my size 32 jeans that I wore in high school, and to get off my blood pressure meds. So why is that important to Joey Bag of Donuts? Well, he says my health could be better and I'm scared about what will happen to me if I get COVID. COVID is real now. It seems like everyone's getting it. And it's the people that are not in good shape, the people that have pre-existing conditions, the people with diabetes, the people with heart disease. Those are the people that are not faring very well, sad to say, right? So if that's not a driving motivator for anyone, right, I don't know what is, especially Joey Bag of Donuts. Joey also says, my high school reunion is coming up and I don't want to be embarrassed. Does anyone have any big events like that coming up? A wedding, a reunion, right? A party that you're going to, like you want to look your best. You're walking down the aisle, right? The mother of the bride diet, right? We all know about that one. right? The mom wants to walk down the aisle too, and all eyes are on her. So like, those are the types of intrinsic motivation that people look for. And finally, Joey said, my self-esteem is in the toilet and it's keeping me from enjoying life, right? When your self-esteem is bad, you don't have self-confidence, it really affects a lot of the things that you do. So if you guys could just take the time now, if you haven't filled it out yet, I'm going to give you like 3 or 4 minutes to fill it out now, because if I give it to you as homework and ask you to bring it back, I may not see them again. But here's the thing, I want you to fill mine out. You keep it. Stick it up on your refrigerator and you keep it and look at it every day. So I'm going to give you a little time. That's okay. All right. All right, so you're all done. So you guys hold on to that. And like I said, stick it on your fridge because that's where most of your food is, unless you want to put it on the pantry where you keep the cookies. Hopefully you don't have cookies in your house, but put it somewhere where you'll see it every day. Okay. So just some details of the challenge. Most of you have seen this information before, but we're going to go from tonight is the official kickoff. We're going until Tuesday, March 1st. We're going to have an awards party the Thursday after that. Same time, same place. We will give out awards. We will have some food on us, and we will have a good old time. All right? No. I think we did pizza one year, didn't we? I think we did. That was a reward for everybody. Okay, so we talk about the challenge. The challenge is going to be similar to what athletes go through in training camp. If we have any sports fans out there, you know that the baseball players show up in Florida or Arizona sometime in February, and they're there to do intense workouts to get themselves ready for the season. They work out really hard. They're eating, they're at the training table, they're eating very well. They don't keep up those type of workouts throughout the season. They have games to play. So think about this challenge. It's going to be we want it to be intensive for 6 weeks, right? If you could do this for 6 weeks, right? It doesn't mean when the 6 weeks are over, you let yourself go to pop, right? It means that the habits that you learn during this challenge are going to be things that you can take with you, because you're going to realize, wow, that stuff really works. If I drink enough water, if I eat enough protein, if I watch my portion sizes, if I get enough sleep, if I cut out my sugar and limit my alcohol, I'm going to lose weight. My pants are going to fit better. I'm going to have an extra spring in my step. I'm just going to feel so much better. I'm not going to feel like crap when I wake up in the morning. Like if you can turn on the gas, or put your foot on the gas, probably better way to describe it. If you put your foot on the gas for 6 weeks and really go all in, you're gonna be able to take those habits with you. Now, in a way, it's not exactly what we teach on a daily basis as coaches. We talk about building habits for the long term, right? We talk about changing one habit at a time, right? For this 6 weeks, you're going to try, whoever can change as many habits during the 6 weeks is going to be the most successful during the challenge. And really, it's there just to show you that these things do work. Okay. So this is a tough love challenge. Some of you told us that you needed to get your asses kicked for 6 weeks, and that's why you're joining the challenge. Others don't want to go there, and that's okay. You have to decide what your level of commitment is and what your level of discomfort is. Because cutting out the things that you love, it's not easy. It is not easy. We all love sweets to a certain degree. I know most of you like a little wine with your dinner. I'm no exception, right, Kim? Right? I'm no exception. I said I'm no exception. I'm not talking about you. You can vouch for that. Right? Yeah, like I get it. Like we're humans, we're trainers, we're coaches, but we like to live and laugh and have fun too. So, so your commitment level and your level of discomfort is going to determine how well you succeed for these 6 weeks. Now, if you don't do great during the 6 weeks and you're not one of the winners, it doesn't mean you failed, right? It means you tried to do your best, and maybe you don't lose 5 pounds of body fat, but maybe you lose 2 pounds of body fat. And just because you don't hit the number you're looking for, or just because you're not one of the winners or you're not on the winning team, that doesn't mean anything. It's really whatever you put into it, you're going to get out of it. So if you're just looking to learn how to eat better, if you're looking, if you're looking to see how stepping it up during your workouts, how that works out for you, if you're looking for that, then that's something you're going to learn from this too. There's lots to learn from this, and it's not about, winning and losing. All right, so let's talk about the weigh-ins, okay? If you haven't weighed in yet, you need to do it by tomorrow. You could do it tonight. If you're training in the morning, you can do it in the morning. We want you to weigh in. Your first weigh-in and your final weigh-in need to be at the same time of day. Not the exact same hour, but AM or PM. If you weigh in the first time in the PM, you have to weigh in the final time in the PM. The middle weigh-ins, which will be the week of January 31st and the week of February 14th, you could do anytime. It doesn't matter. It's just so you can gauge your progress. And just give me 1 second while I share my screen with the poor Zoom people I forgot to share my screen with. There we go. Sorry about that, Zoom people. Can you see the screen now? Oh, good. So sorry. So sorry. At least you could hear me, right? You hear me okay? Good. All right. Got a thumbs up. All right. So the final weigh-in will be either Monday the 28th or Tuesday, March 1st. Weigh in the same time of day, as we said. If you miss the final weigh-in, you won't be eligible for prizes. So you need to get that final weigh-in. If you're going to be away for any reason for those 2 days, you could weigh in beforehand, but not after. The prizes. There will be individual prizes for the best relative change in body composition, which is percentage body fat. I'll show you the equation in a little bit. Since there are 27 females in this challenge and 9 males, the female prize is bigger. What? It's going to be harder for on the females to come out on top because you have more competition, right? So the top female will get $400 cash money. Runner up 150, top male 300, runner up 100. The top team will get $50 each. Every person on the team will get a $50 gift card to a local restaurant, which I will pick. I'll pick one of my favorites. The top team will be the team who has the best average relative percentage body fat change. So I am going to tell you who's on what team right now. And I just want you to stand up so you could all see. At the end of the meeting, your coach is going to want to give you like 2 minutes. So if you could go to your coach at the end of the meeting, and they'll give you a little pep talk or a kick in the butt or whatever, an attaboy. Okay, so David's team. Merrill, Jean Curry, Jen McGann, Jocelyn, who is not here, Lynn Kempinski, who is not here, Claire, who is not here, Mark Cassidy, who is here. That's how he likes it. Michelle, Martin, and Rob. So 2 dudes, all right? So you're all with David. Okay. He's not a coach here. He's not a coach. Okay, on Debbie's team, Karen Hodges, Danny Stern, who's not here, Kelly Golday, Deb Cabrita, Bridget Robershaw, who's not here, Maureen Wadman, Rosemary Albrecht, and Margaret and Henry Sacco, who are not here. So you're all with Debbie. Coach Linda, Janice Gardner, Peggy Greeny. Welcome back, Peggy. Scott Friedman, who's on Zoom. Patty Martinez, who's not here. Pam Shaw, not here. Heather Nathanson, who's on Zoom. You're with Coach Linda. Donna Graziano, not here. Kathy Lund, who's not here. And Amy Towery, our newest member. Amy, say hi, Amy. If you don't know Amy, that's Amy. And then 2 coaches are going to make up the last team, Renee and John, Christiani and Brendan, Lori and Jake, Steve and Betty Ann, yep, Gretchen Korn, and then I have a couple who's coming in tomorrow, Phil and Ray Ann, who you haven't met yet. So that's John and Renee's team. All right, so see your coaches after. All right. All right. What's that? Well, because you guys are a handful. No, it's because Renee is not here as often. John is here more often. So, and plus we only needed 4 teams, enough for 4 teams. So this way you're always covered. Either Renee will be around or John will be around. But the coaches will hold you guys accountable. They'll cheer you on. They'll give you information. They'll contact you at least once a week if they don't see you in the gym. They'll make sure you're still in it. Okay. Anything you need, any questions you have, you could see any of us. You come to any of the coaches. We'll be happy to help answer your questions at any time. So here's the equation for those of you who are math people. Okay. Your percentage body fat, as you all know, is how much you have in fat in pounds. Let's say you had 30 pounds of body fat and you weighed 100 pounds. Making the math easy for you. That's 30% body fat, right? Okay, so relative change in percent body fat. The equation is we take your starting body fat percentage, your ending percentage body fat, and so that's the difference between starting and ending, and then we divide it by your starting. Okay, you got that? I'm going to show you 2 examples right now. Here's example number 1. Starting percentage body fat, 30%. Ending percentage body fat, 28%. So we know the difference is 2%, right? We're going to divide that by the starting body fat percentage. So 2% divided by 30% is 6.7. That's your score. Okay? What that does, it levels the playing field. So someone that has a lot to lose can compete with someone who doesn't have a lot to lose, and vice versa. Okay. Example number 2, I'll show you. So here's also starting percentage body fat 24, ending 22, the same 2% difference, right? But when we divide that 2% by 24%, we get 8.3. So this person would be ahead of them, right? 8.3 trumps 6.7. That's how it works. You got it? For the team scores, we add up everybody's on the team score and we divide it by how many people are on the team. If someone in your team drops out, let's say, I think all the teams right now have 9 people. If someone in your team drops out and you're down to 8, we'll divide that. We won't count the person who dropped out. We'll divide everything by 8 instead. Okay? And Gretchen, the math major, approves. Thank you very much. You can tell she likes this.
I do the math a little different, but it gets the same.
That's okay. When you're a genius, you have other ways. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about tonight, the food plan and your steps for success. So what you're going to receive tomorrow, I'm going to start sending these out. I may even start tonight. Once you weigh in, I'm going to send you your package of stuff. And what's included in the stuff is, number one, we call it the Foolproof fat loss formula, and you get a custom cover sheet. Those of you who have done this before, it's the same as before. So you'll get that, your custom cover sheet. You'll get a Foolproof fat loss guidebook, and you'll get a step-by-step on how to use it. I'm going to go over that tonight, but you'll have it written down. I'm going to send you 4 different infographics that will help you with your decision making. The first one is an infographic on the protein content of various foods, because getting enough protein in this challenge is the key to losing fat without losing muscle. That's how you change your body composition, by losing fat and holding on to your muscle. The next one is going to be vegetarian sources of protein. It's not just meat and eggs and fish that have protein. Vegetables have protein too. Beans have protein. Spinach, broccoli. What's that? You don't like beans? Okay. Well, you don't have to eat beans. You don't have to eat them. Then I'm going to send you two infographics from Precision Nutrition, which is one of our go-to sources for nutrition information. The first one is an infographic that tells you what and how to eat before and after exercise. That's a common question that people have. So we're going to send you an infographic on that. It's very, very informative. And then we're going to send you another one, eating on the go. Not that you people are eating on the go as much anymore. A lot of you are eating, if on the go is from your computer to your kitchen, that might be eating on the go, but I'll send you that as well. We set up a private Facebook group, as you know, to answer your questions. In the past, people have shared recipes and their success strategies. So feel free to share on that. It's not just the coaches that will be posting. We want you guys to post. If you made something great and nutritious and you have a recipe for it, share it with us. And even if you don't have a recipe, share it anyway, so we can all be inspired.
Arnie, can I just add that?
Yeah.
I would really encourage you guys to use that Facebook page, because when you start asking questions, other people will probably have the same question. And if you log in, if you don't belong to Facebook, I never belonged to Facebook until just a few years ago. But I recommend it. It's very encouraging.
How you Zoom people doing?
And we will post things for you guys that could be helpful to you. And I do think it builds a community and really helps you kind of it helps me stay on track when I do something like that and I see, oh, she tried that, right, I'll try it. And so I really encourage you to use the Facebook page.
Thank you. Yeah, and the other thing is too, some people are real shy about asking questions, but sometimes someone will ask a question that you've been curious about too, but you just didn't ask. So you can get your questions answered that way too. When we talk about losing body fat and maintaining your muscle, there's certain keys to success that are vitally important. Number one is cutting your overall calories. You need to be in a caloric deficit to lose body fat. Does anyone not know what a caloric deficit means? A caloric deficit. A caloric deficit, right? You're taking in fewer calories than what your body burns. If the opposite were true, you would gain weight, right? So when you're in a caloric deficit, you have to lower your calories. And we're going to do that by teaching you to make proper food selections and by eating the right portion size for you. That's all part of the food plan. And the other thing is to get enough protein. Bodybuilders, when they are prepping for a show, and I know you guys aren't bodybuilders, but the same science that they use is the same science that you can use to get leaner. And let's face it, we don't always use the word lean in this group, but if you're trying to lose weight, I know what you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to lose fat. No one wants to lose muscle. So what bodybuilders do is they restrict their calories, but they up their protein. And they drink a ton of water. You've seen David walk around with that big jug of water. He's trying to spare his muscle. If you don't get enough water, your muscles are made up of a lot of water. If you don't get enough water, you're going to lose muscle. If you don't get enough protein, you're going to lose muscle. So if we do your second in body and we see that you've lost 2 pounds of fat, but you lost 4 pounds of muscle, we're going to have to rethink what you're doing. Then we'll talk and see how maybe there's something going on with your strategy that's not working. And that's kind of why we want to do those intermediate weigh-ins, just so we can regroup if things aren't going right. If things are going well, keep doing what you're doing. You know it's working. So these are your success checklists. And this is stapled to the back of your why sheet. So you'll have this that you can use. Am I following my custom meal plan 90% of my meals? Am I getting enough protein each day? Am I drinking enough water each day? Have I reduced my sugar, alcohol, and fried foods? Really, fried foods you should not eat at all, right? Have I been getting in at least 3, what did you say? If you bake them, it's okay. But then they're French bakes, not French fries. Have I been getting in at least 3 strength training sessions and 1 cardio session a week? Muscle is everything. Don't think about what you are trying to lose. Think about what you're trying to gain. You are trying to gain muscle. That's the key. Now, you may not gain muscle, but you are working as if you will be gaining muscle. You need to be in a calorie surplus to put muscle on, but working out, strength training 3 times a week, getting enough protein, that's going to help you maintain that muscle mass. Am I eating adequately pre and post workout? Which is why I'm sending you that infographic. Am I getting at least 7 hours of sleep? When you don't get enough sleep, in a row, you're retired. What else you got to do but sleep? What else you got to do? If you don't get enough sleep, it elevates your cortisol levels. If you guys don't know what cortisol is, it is a stress hormone that causes you to store more fat and hinders your ability to build muscle. It's the opposite of anabolic, which is, you've all heard of anabolic steroids. They promote muscle growth. Cortisol is the opposite. It's catabolic. It breaks down your muscle. So getting enough sleep is really, really important. In a row. Which are? Ghrelin. Excellent. Yeah. You have a question?
Yeah, this sounds silly, but is there any, too much sleep? Is there something like detrimental to, like, say you sleep 10 hours one night or something?
I'm freaking jealous of you if you sleep 10 hours. No, there's nothing wrong with that. If you slept for 10 hours, you probably needed it. You probably needed it. If you do it all the time, I might say okay, I might say, you may be not getting some things done during the day, but that's okay. And the last question, have I made the best choices when dining away from home? Okay. I'm not asking you what you've done before. This is for you to answer during the challenge. Okay, go. What you got? Keep it clean, keep it clean, keep it clean.
In our workouts, in our training, like our training.
You know what? I couldn't really give you a number on that, but I would say that's not important. It's not about how many calories you burn. It's about the metabolic processes that take place on a cellular level, AKA protein synthesis, right? You break down muscle tissue during your workout. The body works hard to repair it. And that's how you maintain your muscle mass. And that process burns calories. Eating whole foods rather than processed foods, the digestion process will burn more calories. So yeah, your workouts are going to burn calories, but your strength training workouts especially, we don't really worry too much about the calories burned in that. I would say your cardio workouts, that's more important for burning calories. The goal there is really to burn calories in your cardio workouts, but the goal in your strength training workout is to work as hard as you. Yeah.
Like in terms of, like, you said calorie deficit, like what you're taking in.
Yeah.
Compared to.
Yeah, well, in this challenge, we're not counting calories. That's too hard to do. I think if you make a concerted effort to make better choices and watch your portion sizes, you will put yourself in a caloric deficit. Because let's face it, we all know what our norm is, right? We all eat the same way all the time, right? We eat the same way. We know when we're good, we know when we're bad. We know how often we're bad and how often we're good, right? So just be better. Just be better than what you have been, right? If you've been here and this is your better, that's great. If this is your better, that's even better, right? Everyone's going to be different. That's best, right? Well, there's no best because you could always do better, right? But
Because I mean, explain about the whole, afterburn.
okay, that's an excellent point, Kimberly. I will explain that. There's something called Epoch, excess post-oxygen consumption. When you leave a workout, your body, your metabolism is going to be elevated for hours afterwards. The number one activity that raises Epoch the most is weight training. Cardio, not so much. Like if you walked on the treadmill for an hour and you burn 200 calories, when you get off that treadmill, there's no afterburn. You go back to resting metabolism. But when you're strength training, depending on the intensity of your workout, your metabolism could be elevated 24 to 72 hours later after that workout. So that's another benefit of strength training that I didn't even mention. Thank you very much, Kimberly. I'll have to put that in my notes for next year. Yeah.
So does that mean you increase your weight in the workout?
Only if you're working with a weight that's not heavy enough. And only you know that. Right? Only you know that. And remember, we put up the charts all over the gym about rate of perceived exertion. We want you to work with a weight that by the time you're done with your set, you've got 1, maybe 2 left in the tank. If you could have done 4, 5, 6 more reps, it's too late. You need to up it, right? But it's got, what's that?
That helped your metabolism.
It does, yeah. Well, if you're not working with a weight that's heavy enough, you won't get the same afterburn effect, right? And you're not going to progress on your weights. You're not going to get stronger. Like there's a lot of things a lot of negative aspects of working with a weight that's not heavy enough. You have something to add, Renee?
I have to make a comment because I can't reply about it. 90% of what happens to your body happens in patient. 10% happens. I'm sorry, you may have to act differently, but I have people that can't work out. Can't because their knee, their back, they're in a chair. It's what you put in your mouth. Don't increase the weight like Mark said. If you're having a bad knee, that's the worst thing for you. So really think about your while and change between the years. Stop thinking about it as a diet.
Okay. Does that answer your question, Merle? Okay. Okay. All right, so the next thing we're gonna go over is the food plan. I think it's what you've all been waiting for. So you are all going to receive, let me just share this document with my Zoom friends. Just bear with me 1 second while I figure this out. Okay, you got that, Zoom people, the fat loss formula? All right. Okay, so the ultimate foolproof fat loss formula, you will all receive a custom cover sheet. So this one was prepared for John Smith. You all know him. Oh, that's terrible. Aren't they lucky? Okay, let me. There we go. So here's John Smith. And as you can see, we will put your weight on the sheet. This way I need your weigh-ins. We give your starting weight and we get your body fat percentage. And once we get that, you have your water recommendation. So you can see, let me make this just a little smaller. You can see John Smith, his recommended water is 100 ounces. That's half his weight in ounces. The starting body fat percentage is 30.3. So therefore his daily protein goal is 139 grams. And that's why I'm giving you those infographics on the protein content of foods. So you'll be able to figure out or estimate how much protein you're taking in. If you look at the bottom, there's tabs under there. There's male above 15%. So since he's above 15%, we're going to click on that tab. And you can see on John Smith's hard training day, let's bear with me. On his hard training day for breakfast, he gets to have 1 to 2 servings of protein. Vegetables and fruit, 2 to 3 servings veg, 1 serving fruit, and 1 serving healthy fat. That's for breakfast. For lunch, you can see 1 to 2 servings, 2 to 3 servings veg, 1 serving of fat. This first one was protein. You guys,
Broccoli with coffee in the morning.
what's that?
Delicious.
Broccoli with coffee, that's great.
Vegetables in the morning.
Only vegetables in the morning.
I didn't know that I would have hecklers here live. Could you control your husband, please? Control your husband. All right. So some people actually want to hear what I'm saying. So I will wait until everyone's done chit-chatting. I'll wait. I will wait. If I was a teacher, I'd be sending somebody to detention. Down to the principal's office with you. Where's Annie when I need her? So on John's hard training day, these are his servings. When it's a non-training day or a light training day means you're doing some cardio, you're going for a walk. The portion sizes are going to be different as we scroll through that. Okay. You will all get a copy of this. Note the color coded of the different macronutrients. Protein is red, veggie and fruit green, healthy fat is blue, and healthy carbs are orange. So does anyone have questions on the fat loss cover sheet? If you're a female, you'll go to the female tab. See the tabs at the bottom? Female above 23, female under 23. When you get your sheet, the females will not even have the option to click on the male. How you guys doing back there, right? Having a good time? Yeah, vegetables are much better for you than fruit when you're trying to lose body fat. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with fruit. So this is your food options, okay? Now there's things on this list that you may like. If there's other fruits and vegetables that you like, that's fine. You could substitute them. Notice they are color coded again. Red for protein, green for veggies and fruit, orange for healthy carbs, and blue for healthy fats. Here's your portion size guide. If you don't know what a good portion size looks like, there it is. The size of your palm is 1 serving of protein. Healthy fat, 1 thumb. Fruits and veggies, 1 fist, and healthy carbs, one cupped hand. Refer back to this when you're looking to find out how big your serving should be. We also have a sample meal plan for you. You do not have to follow this meal plan. This meal plan is just to give you an idea of the variety that's available to you and how you should be eating. How to shop for the fat loss. So you're going to read through all this stuff. I'm not going to read it now. The restaurant guide. For those of you that are still going out to restaurants, here's some tips for you. Choose protein-based entrees, not pasta-based entrees. You don't want a big plate of pasta and a couple little pieces of clam on top of it, right? Go for the protein with sides of vegetables, probably the best way to go. The right size portion for you. Ladies, don't be eating the same portions as your husbands. Avoid sweet or buttery sauces. Broiled, roasted, steamed is better than sauteed or fried. Ask for vegetables or salad instead of pasta, rice, and potatoes. If you're going to have cheese as a topping, like on a salad, like blue cheese or something like that, ask for it on the side and just put a little bit on there. Cheese is very high in calories. Same with dressing. Use it sparingly. Get it on the side. This guidebook also comes with different local restaurants where we make suggestions on the menu. Again, refer back to this, trying to avoid some of these things like the buttery sauces and the rice and the pasta. There's some of our favorite restaurants on here. Maybe there's some of yours. Stagehouse, Thirsty Turtle, Al's Deli, Ramola's, Public House. Yeah, I never go to Westfield. There's Lamani. You go to Lamani? Yeah. There you go.
I'm gonna go home and food prep now.
Okay, Kim.
Inspired.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
All right, so that is the restaurant guide, and you all get a copy of this entire booklet. It'll be part of your package. And then the last thing on here is recipes, healthy recipes. And how was that egg casserole, Jake? Didn't you make that last time? You still eat it? Good. All right. All right. And then there's some FAQs on here about water, about coffee, about alcohol, about dairy. And then there's a place to journal your food as well. If you write down your food, you're going to be much more successful. You got all that, Zoom people? All right. Any questions? Questions, comments? Oh, now you have nothing to say. Wow. Okay. Has anyone need to weigh in tonight before they leave? No? Peggy? Okay, you may do that. Anyone else? No questions?
I want to make one comment.
Okay.
Healthy fats, do not eliminate them. If you're hungry, you're not satisfied. You'll be thinking fat. If you incorporate healthy fats into your lifestyle, you'll be satisfied more and you'll sustain yourself. the ballpark age, someone who are low fat, no fat, that's out the window. There's healthy fats, let's include them in, say, you belong to have a steak, put that olive oil on. Because it's going to sustain the ball. That's my health.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you should be, 25, 35% of your diet should come from fat, but healthy fats. Anything else? Any of the coaches have anything to add? Well, that wraps it up. Thank you all for coming.
I haven't talked to my team for a couple minutes. but,
All right, we're wrapping it up, Zoom people. I'll see you on the other side. Signing off.